everyone. I would like to welcome everyone here today. My name is Mariusz Domasat and I'll be your host tonight. I'm very happy to be here. Welcome to Brave Combat Federation European Launching Press Conference. Brave is a new Middle Eastern-based international MMA promotion. It was founded under the patronage of His Highness Sahih Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the fifth son of King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa from Bahrain. The event counts with the wide network of international partners worldwide, and its first fight night will take place in just a week from now on September 21st at the Khalifa Sports City in Isa Town, Bahrain. And even before the premier event, Brave has already started the expansion. That's why we're all here today. To give you further information about Brave, the project of Europe and how important Ireland is for it, I would like to invite Mr. Mohammed Saeed, CEO of KHK MMA and President of Brave Combat Federation. You take over now.
As Mario said, my name is Mohammed Shahid, CEO of KHK MMA, President of Brave Combat Federation. First of all, thank you all for coming here, attending the press conference, and being a part of this excellent launch that we were planning for Ireland, the fighters, the fans, everybody that's involved in mixed martial art around the world. Happy to be in Ireland, and it's not a coincidence that we chose Ireland to be our headquarters for KHK MMA and Brave Combat Federation. It's just the idea that MMA has been growing at a very fast pace in Ireland, and I'm sure all of you know about that. So it's doing great things. With KHK MMA and Brave, we want to do great things as well. So we chose Ireland to be our destination to introduce Brave Combat Federation to the whole of Europe. Now, so let me give you a small introduction about Brave Combat Federation. It's a Middle Eastern based promotion started in Bahrain by His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, fifth son to the King of Bahrain, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. And it was a great vision that he put forward for the athletes. Just to give you a few introduction, I mean, we know mixed martial arts sport, all of you here are familiar with the sport of mixed martial art and business, how it runs. What we want to bring forward is not something new, but the same old wheel with a new rim. Let me put it that way. So what we want to do is make sure that we build an infrastructure for the past 1 year. We had KHK MMA as an organization. We built that in March 2015, and since then we had some of the best fighters like Frankie Edgar, Khabib from UFC, Islam Makhachev. We also had guys that we scouted from top class amateurs. One of them sitting right here next to me, France Lambo. We also had James Gallagher, Jose Shorty Torres, who's the current bantamweight champion of Titan FC. So we've done, our focus was helping fighters, making sure that they have a lifestyle that's similar to any other athletes in football, NFL, baseball, whatever that is, all different sports. So that was not enough. We wanted to do much more than that. So that's where we introduced Brave Combat Federation. And the whole goal was to build an infrastructure that supports athletes from all around the world. And coming from Bahrain, which is a small country, let's say an island in the whole of Middle East, coming from that country, being a national of Bahrain, I understand what it takes for an athlete. I myself is a fighter, and it was tough for us to grow up and promote ourselves, be marketable athletes, and at the same time go and compete against the highest level of fighters and not get enough value out of those fights. So what we did was we built an infrastructure, building a strong base around the world. And here in Europe, starting that is a step closer to what our vision stands for. So we want to make sure that each of our fighters that competes in Brave Combat Federation gets the exposure, gets the value of all the training, on all the hard work that they put into training, and all that fights, 5, 6, 7 fights that they do to reach at the top level and get the exposure. We want to make sure that's worth it. So when they compete, we want the whole world to know it. We know there's a lot of top-class regional MMA events out there, and then there are really high-level MMA promotions out there, and they're all good for the sport. What we want to do is make sure that these fighters who are fighting in any promotion don't just stick to their regional exposure. We want to make sure that they get the international exposure. With the countries that we've partnered with, India, the whole of Middle East, now Europe, Brazil, we're going all around the world, making offices, building a strong infrastructure there. So these athletes fighting whether in Ireland, Holland, Bahrain, Dubai, India, or Brazil, they have the whole world watching them. And no more they have to fight their first few 5, 6, 7 fights and not get the value for it. And that's what Brave Combat Federation is looking at, the vision, and to understand what our standards are, to understand what the quality of our event is. Our first inaugural event will be on September 23rd this year, and it will be happening in Bahrain, East Town at Khalifa Sports City. You can get all the information at Brave MMAF on our social media and bravefights.com on our website, and it will be shown live on our website. Right? You're clapping for me. So, yeah, so that's where you can find it. So stay tuned for our event. And I want to, most important part of our whole event and the success of our event is based on our fighters. And we rely on them. And I always say they are the boss and not us. And we want to make sure that these fighters get enough value out of their fights. So I really want to hear from these fighters, some of the top class fighters we have. Our event on September 23rd is going to have a main event where we're going to give the world exposure to two-time middleweight Middle Eastern champion, or welterweight Middle Eastern champion, Mohamed Fakhruddin, fighting against undefeated Thiago Vera from Brazil. An amazing talent, and we want to make sure that these athletes fighting all their lives in Middle East, being two-time world champion, the world doesn't know them yet. And it's time for the world to see how good they are. That's not all. We have 2 fighters that's going to be fighting in our event in Bahrain on September 23rd. That's closest to you guys. Let's say the most Irish Argentinian that we can think of, Kevin, and of course, world champion, amateur world champion, Franz Malambo. So I'd like all of you to give them a big hand and make sure, I want to hear some words from them, so let's give them the space now. Thank you.
I'm Franz. Wasn't really prepared to give a speech, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this new Brave organisations. They have big things lined up. I was part of the KHK MMA team, which did give me a lot of exposure, helped me a lot in the career in the year that I was in it. So if looking at the KHK MMA, if Brave is going to be doing the same things for the fighters, it's going to be a big deal, and it's good the way they're going internationally with things, especially as a new organisation. So as a fighter, I think this is going to be a great thing. There's a load of fighters already, even from my club SBG, looking to go into Brave. So it's going to be big. I'm waiting to see how this first show goes on the 23rd. I'm fighting there, looking to put on a show, and not only expose myself but the Brave organisation as well. So not much of a talker. That's all I have for now. But thank you very much.
All right, clap, guys.
Hello a todos, everyone. I want to say thank you first the promotion for this big opportunity. For me and all my team, is really a big opportunity. I will fight with Eldar Eldarov. He's a sparring fighter and very nice wrestler. So I want to say thanks for this opportunity. I'm prepared so hard. I'm training with my team, with my coach, Sean Cavagna, and nothing. So say thanks, and I will be good, and I gonna do a very nice fight. I hope that have a good fight and a big show. Thank you.
How are you doing, guys? My name is Jacob. We are part of ES 316 and we work with Cesar in Ireland and in Europe. After receiving a call from Saeed, it was a great opportunity. We felt straight away that this is something what can change MMA, as their approach to MMA is completely different than UFC, than Bellator or anyone else. They want to really take care of people. They want to really promote them. The exposure will be huge. I wanted to say massive. The exposure will be huge. We can easily say that we plan for next 3 years 12 events each year. 2 events will be set in Ireland, and two next events will be set in other countries. At the moment, we plan in Poland and Holland. As we secured connections with top teams in these countries, we won't be representing them or their fight groups. We will represent Brave and a new approach to the MMA. And I look forward to work with my friends from ES 360 and from KHK, because this is a great vision, and we really believe in this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andy Murphy. In light of the new partnership between KHK MMA and IS 360 Group, we're planning our first Brave show in Europe, in Amsterdam. Then in the spring we're going to come to Ireland. Currently we're opening the gym in partnership with Underground Inc., KHK and Diet Foods in Dublin 1, massive 3-floor building, to train young fighters and bring new talent to the fighting scene that you see today. So yeah, you'll be seeing a bit more of us. Looking forward to it. Cheers, guys.
Okay, guys, really quick, I introduce the ES 360 group and their vision and what they're up to and what they're doing, and what they're about to do in the short future. The ES 360 group vision is to become a global sports marketing agency, a true leader in the sports contact and innovative branding solutions. And we kind of already part of it. Today already we have great partnerships with major companies and organizations such as KHK, MMA and Brave, in order to invest in the sport with the vision to contributing in the education of the young people through by the sport. The ES 360 group is recognized in Brazil for its role in the areas of training and consulting in project management, as using our in-depth knowledge. The experience of ES 360 Group is already recognized by the Brazilian market with several project portfolios such as ES 360 Sports and Entertainment, our sports agency operating across a wide variety of sports and operates in the cooperative segment, working for the companies that want to invest in sport. We have built excellent working relationship with individuals, teams and organizations, as well as competitors, adding value to all of them. Services provided include athletes representation, sponsorship activation, contract negotiation, brand strategy, marketing and communication relation. So all these areas are crucial to ES 360, and that's what they planning to do here in the country as well, helping to promote new athletes and get them involved on this stage with Brave Federation. So guys, that's the last. I ask you one more time if anyone would like to ask anyone about anything. Okay, no questions, yeah? From my side, I can thank you all for coming over, guys. It was great to see you here. I can ask you only to stay tuned for first Brave event on September 23rd. And don't forget to check our website and social media pages, and like I said already, stay tuned, there'll be more coming very soon. Yeah? Thank you all for coming. Thank you.